view to understand. Okay, let us open a new blank Excel sheet. So this Excel sheet, we're gonna have that the macro which I'm going to teach you. For that, so let us type some sentence over here. For example, this is and test. Okay, then okay, test or something like that. Okay, let us have this. Actually, there are three words here. This is test program, PRGM. I just use like this way, or even we can have it. But I don't want to waste the time. So we have four words here. This time I'm going to introduce you that the new object which is going to be selection objects. So this time, before the previous program, till the previous program, we used the range exactly the what range we are going to use it, whether the A column or B column, the exact row number we used to use with it. In the looping statement, we should have the looping. Instead of that, we could click and select particular range. That's what we're going to have it today. So for that, yes, of course, we should go to the developer option and insert and go to that button. I'm drawing the button here over here. So once you draw the button, we let us have as a new one. So this is a new blank. So the name will give it later, no problem. I haven't given the name here. Let it be button one. If you want to change the name, you can change it. So what we have to do it here. So first of all, I just want to make sure that I'm going to create an object here. The set in VBA set is a keyword to create an object. So I just put it SEL is equal to selection. So once you press enter, the selection is become capital. So I let us make sure that what is mean by selection. Let us see this. What is mean by selection so that I put the message box is cell dot value. So only this is this much code I have done it. So let us save this. Yes, of course we have to save this um, macro enabled workbook. I've chosen this. I saved in the desktop, so later I copied it the location. This is exercise number 8. Okay, this is exercise number 8. I'm doing something zero like that. This is macro enabled workbook. I saved it. So once I have saved it, I just open that Excel again. I click outside. Now we click the button. What happens here? Since I have selected the blank, so it comes blank. If I click this is click the button. See this is coming now. So now we click this the next cell wherever we are clicking and selecting that location. The content is being taken in this way. This is a kind of way of taking the elements faster easily. So the same time, suppose we can select the range also, but this time you can select the single cell, it won't show any error. But if you select more than one cell, if you click the button, we have that error here. So because of that, I'm going to have one more thing. What we need to do here. So the selection is a keyword in the Excel sheet since we have attached with the Excel sheet the macro. It will understand automatically what we have selecting it. And also the thing is we should know the cell here. So for this I can do this for each cell. The cell is we can have it as an object. Each cell as cell. What it means here for before that we have to do it in the range and for each cell in cell. Sorry, this cell means selection, no cell. This is a cell. This cell means I'll tell you what it is now. So let us put it here. The cell means it is considering only the single cell. Now it will become the every selection range. That is the idea about it. So now I'm giving this cell dot range, cell dot value. Let us check this now, whether it's working or not. I save this and I go to the Excel sheet and I'm selecting the range, click it. This is coming and blank because the next is blank. Then we have the test program and one blank and another blank and another blank and another blank. So there are blanks also I have selected. Whatever I am selecting it, so those two is coming automatically. So in this is a way of getting that elements how we have selected this. So I just put it as a comment. Once if the time is over, you can leave. I will record it myself and I upload it. Okay, if you want. if you don't want to listen to class. Okay, fine. So just only a few minutes. I will finish it. I will finish it. So this is the way of taking the cell elements. So now what we have to do it. I supposed to have one variable, so that I'm declaring a variable dim array variable. I need the array variable, so that I'm using a space as the string. Yes, of course, we need a string variable, string array variable. Here, this is the string array variable. This is a string array. So AR is a string array. I need it. Why? I tell you why. It's because whenever we getting that, I'm going to split the value over here. For that, AR is equal to. So AR is equal to. We don't want to mention the dimension. Split. The split is the function, VBA function, that will split it according to the cell value. The cell value, or before that, what I'm going to do it just before this, I'm going to create the content, or the string is equal, content is equal to cell. Let us trim the value if there is any space over there, because if the space is there, more space in front of the text or the end of the text, that will be also considered as a word. So we have to trim first. The content needs to be trimmed. Then the trimmed content, I'm going to split that. How I'm going to split it? The delimiter which I'm going to have the space. So according to the space, it will be splitted and it will be stored into an array, that is ARR. So now what we are going to do it here, for each object, we can create a new object over here. So for example, simple, I'm creating for each A in AR. What it means here. So what are the elements inside the array? So that is the AR, or we can have it in different way. The length, we can calculate the AR length, the length of the array size. That is also possible. But I just want to show you one thing. That's what here. Now look at A dot value. Now you look at the A dot value. What will happen with these two selections? I'm going to show you that. So inner loop, which I'm going to have it now. So let us save this, and I'm going to execute this now. We have to select it. I am selecting these two column and these two row cells and click OK. It shows that object procured. What is that actually? It is that a dot for each object is procured a dot value. Oh, yes, of course. It is not necessary, since it's already it is stored since we have say taken separate element from the array, so it's not necessary to put that dot value. So it's not necessary. I can run this directly. See here, the first word is this is been taken. The second word is been taken. Then the third word test is been taken. Then the fourth word program is been taken. That's it. Our work is done. So only thing is what we need to do is we have to create another variable. This is for the word count. So when we start click on the button, the word count WC is going to be 0. This is for the word count. Okay. So WC is equal to 0. Then whenever instead of that data is coming here, so if you want to show that text also, you can keep it the message box over there. I'm using the WC plus 1. So which means what, whenever how many words we have in a cell, the selection of the range of the selection, it will be calculated. This is a code for the 8 program. So it was too big. I was reduced this. So the actual program, which is the existing program, I've been through that. This is simply we have done it. I show that if you want that existing program, I have taken from that past the last year, but I have made for you this time. Okay, so this is actually a simple way of making things done. That's it. Let us execute this once again. I just, if you select this here, what will happen? It will show that what happens. Nothing is happening here. This is coming since there is no data over there. So okay, I think there is a simple problem here. Yes, of course, it's calculated, but we happen to show that. So we supposed to show that the number of words. Okay, number of words. I put it like this: WC, comma VB information. So in the end of the things will be done it. Since it's splitted, there is no data to display in the array. If the array has been created, then only the value will be displayed over there. So we have removed that. So now you can save this and go to here to select the range of here, click button. This is test program. The word count is 4. But if you select some other range and click this here, the range number is 0. So this is another way of wherever you can click and select the range and you can click the button to do this. So if you want to change the button, press the control key and click it and select this, click it and press in keyboard you select this and I'm giving this count words. Okay, this is a button name I have given it. You just click it now. The number of word is 0 since we have clicked here. But wherever you type, you can type number of words and sentence in any cells. At the point, you can select the range and click the words. The words will be calculated. If you don't want to show the words, you can stop it because if you have the huge words, or every time you have to click OK, 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 so that you can remove that. But the number of words will be you will get clearly. Okay, so for that, what we need to do is simply just remove this message box A. The element should not be shown, but instead of that, we will count the number of words easily. So this is how we're going to do it in the 8th exercise. So the steps you could make it done. And once again, this time I'm selecting this the whole range and click the count words. We'll get the 11 words. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 words. Since the S is a separate word, has been counted exactly. Okay, that's all today. Thank you very much for. I think we have still time. We have completed the exercise, eight exercise. I will upload this now. Okay, I think tonight I will upload it. Now